in 1991, Wichita, Kansas, lived in the shadow of a terrifying and elusive predator. He called himself BTK, short for bind, torture, kill. For nearly 2 decades, this cold-blooded killer stalked his victims with chilling precision, vanishing without a trace after each horrific murder. His first known victims were the Otero family in 1974, Joseph and Julie Otero, along with their 2 children. The killer broke into their home, bound them with cords, and methodically took their lives. After that, he vanished, only to strike again years later. BTK wasn't just a murderer, he was a manipulator. He taunted police and media with letters describing his crimes in disturbing detail, making the entire city feel unsafe and hunted. No one knew who he was, but everyone feared his return. The mystery of BTK haunted Wichita for decades, his identity a terrifying secret buried in plain sight. This is the story of how one of the most notorious serial killers in American history operated, evaded capture for years, and finally met his match. After the horrific 1,974th murders of the Otero family, BTK vanished for 4 years before resurfacing in 1,978th with another brutal attack on Catherine Bright and her 2 children. What set BTK apart wasn't just the violence, but his disturbing desire for control and attention. Over the years, he began sending taunting letters and poems to police and newspapers, often including chilling details only the killer could know. These messages turned the case into a twisted game of cat and mouse, terrorizing Wichita as the killer reveled in the fear he caused. Despite extensive investigations, BTK remained a ghost, blending into the community, avoiding suspicion and slipping through the cracks. By the early 1980s, his murders suddenly stopped. Many assumed he was dead or behind bars for another crime, but this silence was just the calm before the storm. BTK was still out there watching and waiting. His need for control and recognition never faded. It only grew stronger. Nearly 20 years later, in 2004, he made a fatal error that finally exposed his identity. The arrest of the BTK killer was a landmark moment showing how modern technology and human mistakes combined to bring down one of America's most infamous serial killers. In 2004, after years of silence, BTK resurfaced with a new series of letters to the police and media. Unlike before, these messages included a digital floppy disk, a relic from the early days of personal computing. The disk, sent in a rush, would prove to be his undoing. Forensic investigators traced metadata from the disk back to a computer registered to Dennis Rader, a seemingly ordinary family man, church leader, and compliance officer at a local company. This discovery stunned everyone. The man they had been hunting for decades was someone their neighbors greeted with a smile every day. When police arrested Rader, he confessed in chilling detail to 10 murders between 1,974th and 1,991. His calm, methodical nature hid a monster beneath the surface. He explained his crimes as an uncontrollable need to dominate and terrorize, describing how he stalked victims, invaded their homes, and relished the fear he caused. His double life, devoted husband, father, and church council president shocked the community, showing how evil can lurk behind the most ordinary faces. Rader's arrest and confession finally brought closure to years of fear and mystery. His chilling story is a reminder that sometimes the greatest monsters hide in plain sight. After Dennis Rader's arrest and confession, the community of Wichita faced a difficult reality. The man they trusted was the terrifying BTK killer. During his trial, chilling details emerged about his manipulative nature. Rader admitted to meticulously planning his attacks, choosing victims who were often families or individuals living alone, and taking sadistic pleasure in the control he exercised. Despite the horror, he maintained a cold, emotionless demeanor in court, revealing little remorse. His wife and children expressed shock and disbelief, painting a picture of a man living a double life, caring family man by day, remorseless killer by night. The trial ended with a life sentence without parole, but the scars left on the victims' families and the entire community ran deep. BTK's case changed the way law enforcement handled serial crimes, highlighting the power of technology in solving cold cases. and the importance of paying attention to seemingly ordinary suspects. More importantly, it served as a chilling reminder that evil can be hidden behind the most normal appearances. Even decades later, the story of BTK continues to haunt and fascinate true crime enthusiasts worldwide. A grim testament to the darkness lurking beneath the surface of everyday life. The story of Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, is a haunting reminder that evil can wear a mask of normalcy, hiding in plain sight among those we least suspect. For years, he lived a double life, a devoted family man, a church leader, and a respected member of his community, while secretly committing unspeakable crimes. His capture showed the power of persistence, technology, and careful investigation to bring even the most elusive criminals to justice. But beyond the arrest and trial lies a deeper lesson about vigilance, trust, and the complexity of human nature. As terrifying as his crimes were, the resilience of the victims' families and the community's strength in healing stand as a testament to hope and recovery. It reminds us that darkness, no matter how deep, can be overcome by truth and justice. If there's one takeaway from this story, it's to trust your instincts, pay attention to the signs, and never underestimate the power of awareness. Dennis Rader's chilling legacy is a call to stay vigilant, protect each other, and seek the light even in the darkest of places. Thank you for watching. If you found this story compelling, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more true crime stories that dive beneath the surface. Until next time, stay safe and stay aware.